Does that help if I come and go, whoa?
No, it was cool at the end.
It was cool. It added more sound.
Like,
Filled it
I
out.
just figured,
What do you think, Willie?
Yeah, as soon as I heard you start doing it, I just kind of held the note with me. Like,
just trying to figure out maybe I would.
No, that was cool. That freed me up too. I was able to just do whatever
Yeah.
and help fill it out too. Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
More power, more better.
I like
When I back up on that, I back way the fuck up too, because that should have a primary. Then we would, you know what I mean? So I'm not doing I'm way the fuck back here, backing up.
Right.
Yeah, no, it's like you said, it's like with that one.
That sounds like a
that's
rap
something
band.
that's like something like Day Tripper where it's more mixed.
Right. This is more just I'm back up.
Right. Yeah. I think I was a little louder than what I thought.
No, I think you were just fine. Yeah, don't quiet down because I like to be able to hear all the notes and stuff. It's practice too. So.
Do you want to run through it one more time to make it tighter, or do you think we're okay?
Your call.
I'm good with whatever you guys want to do.
I thought it sounded pretty good.
I thought we were
made
pretty
few
good. It's a
mistakes
matter
there.
of time. Yeah, for now move on if you want to come back to it.
Yeah, we'll come back to it. Like I said, it's just an idea. The one thing, if you guys ever want to go through a song 3-4 times straight, I got no problem.
We
ever.
rarely do, because we should do our homework as needed.
Yeah.
So when we come here, it's more or less to polish it. We may go through a part 3 or 4 times and say, you know, well, let's spend the time here on this part.
It's great to work with guys that do homework because I do homework every day. I enjoy
Well,
it.
I do as much as I can, but one of the first things I said when I got here, my fingers all fucked up and I didn't do shit. I did try to work on that one newer Van Halen one song, and I'm like, God, this is very subtle. You know, the changes were actually hard to hear. But I did find other tab because I left the tab you gave me.
Yeah, and that's fine, because the one I gave you was a live version, and I don't know
all
if
right.
you can do it just like that.
No. The tab I got from the interwebs wasn't spot on anyway, but it's close enough to give me a feel for it, so I'm keeping it. So. But he does something interesting he doesn't usually do. He's doing fourths and fifths and sevenths. Third, fourths, and fifths, which he doesn't usually do. And he's doing it in one spot, and I think it's a pre-chorus. I mean, this is the whole song A, basically, except for F, where he goes during the pre-chorus. But then after that, it's back into A, and it's like... That's like more like shit I do. But I thought I was like, oh, that's kind of neat. Now, I'm not doing it quite right, but
I'm not an exact right anyway.
once I learn it, I'll learn it. Sorry about wasting time with that.
no,
but
that's
Something new, yeah.
But that's about all I worked on. I started bleeding, and I'm like, ugh. I'm like, I need to operate. I almost went to urgent care. It was infected. This finger was like almost all purple and big. And I'm like, I'll just take, I lanced it and did some shit myself, and I looked for any foreign bodies in there, but I didn't see anything. So
If it's healing, then
antibiotic crap on it and wrap it back up, and it looks a little angry still, but I think it'll be fine. If it gets bad, I start getting infectious streaks up my arm, I'll go to the urgent care and get some pills.
by then though, they might want to put you in the fucking ER. That's what happened to me.
Well, you got shit to do. You can't sit. They want me to pay $20 copay to go sit in a chair for 6 hours to be seen by someone who's going to look at it and say, "Oh, you probably got something stuck in there. Let's lance that." And then lance it and look and say, "Well, we don't see a foreign body. We're going to put some antibiotic cream on there and then fresh dressing. Change the cream and the dressing every 4 to 6 hours and we'll try to keep it clean."
And then you go to college.
I can say that on myself.
Yeah, and if
Without a
you
$20 copay.
Right. Me, it wasn't that.
My insurance company stands to make $180 off of that. Why?
Makes no sense.
I'm sorry, but
no, it doesn't.
it's a big fat ripoff.
Well, I have something to tell you about.
Well, it cost you $20. I'm like, yeah, but it's costing you.
Did I tell you the story about the girl from Florida they said was a nurse? She's the one I was working for yesterday. Wait till I tell you guys that story. It's unbelievable. No, it's about healthcare.
Right.
And she had some things to share being a nurse. She was like, what the fuck? Anyways.
Free world? All right. Let's keep in mind what we might do after that. Go.
That's awesome.
I don't know if it broke it or not.
Oh, wow. It popped out at least, didn't it?
Yeah.
Holy crap. You lost it. Literally lost a string. It's like, where'd it go? It didn't break, it's still there. It's just not in the right spot.
I'll just switch something for something else until we're.
One down.
Yeah, right? Now you know why there's so many of them, right?
That's right.
What's
It
wrong?
takes what it takes. When I go out, I usually bring 3 at least. I bring my little China burger.
China burger.
It always goes out with me. It's just so convenient and small. If something breaks, there it is.
Always good to have a backup.
You guys like that last note holding it or free roll?
I made the solo a little longer than I planned out.
Oh, that's fine.
I'm still
where I wanted to
undecided.
go, and so I'm like, shit, how do I let these guys know that I'm ready to stop? And so I just went back into the work when which works.
I've noticed too on the course, and I like it, where you're taking the free world, you're taking the last note of it a lot of times, like at the last bar, the last part of the course, and bring it up.
Yeah.
And I like that. And I wanted to ask you if you want me to sing an octave under that and hold the thing for the whole thing.
That's fine.
Just to, because I'm almost tempted to, but I usually just like shorten that and then let the lead sing, take over on that. But it's so high and cool that I think it would be cool if everything carried under it still.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? I don't know.
I'm all for that.
I'll
Absolutely.
take a crack at it next time.
It sounds good. It is good.
And if I jacked it up, I'll just back off on it next time. So.
They're going, I don't care.
Willie, anything else? You want to go through cat scratch?
Sure, I was just gonna say crack scratch. Could run right to me and
Well, I don't know where it's coming, but I didn't know. I made it down the parade. Then you come on out and get the baby. I did the deal with the rain. You did the cat scratch fever. Cat scratch fever. Well, I first got it, I was 10 years old. Got it with the kitty that goes.
I got my verse. I went through the second verse in my head trying to sing the first one. So I kinda,
No,
You
it
guys-
sounds good.
you want to run through it again? If not, we'll go back to it.
we can go back to it.
Okay.
I have a short attention span. I mean, there was nothing fundamentally incorrect with
No,
it.
I just had a
Yeah,
couple.
the solo at the last solo, I basically just left it out because without the other guitar, it just
It's almost impossible. Yeah, unless I had a volume wall and kicked on the distortion at that time, but it's still, you're not going to, it probably won't carry through. Fuzz bass isn't always the
definitely need
answer.
to adjust with you, but a lot of these songs we've been playing since 2021, 22.
Yeah. So we've played two different ways too. We've played, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and then we've
you've
played-
been able to free up on that solo before, and you've also had to keep clamped down on it before.
Yeah. So then now I'm like doing. So when Mike wasn't there, it was like, fuck. I don't know. I don't know. I thought it sounded fine with it.
Oh yeah,
You know, I just kind of went up in the higher parts, but didn't actually get into the whole. You know.
You know, when I used to play that three-piece with Straight Edge, Art Schultz would. He would carry on with the band solo, and I didn't kick on distortion or nothing, but I did have a volume all then, and I'd hit the volume just a touch, so you'd hear the rhythm behind it, the dun dun dun, and I had a shitty PV amp which distorted when you turned it up too high anyway. So, not to say all PV amps are shitty, they are not. I had a particularly shitty one though, of actually a good model. I just one that, yeah.